Hey y'all, so I am about to give myself a chemical peel. Finally, I have been putting this off for months now. I was supposed to do this at the very beginning of the year, and I just never got around to it. That's true. So yeah, so I decided randomly that tonight's the night because I'm tired of waiting. I've given everybody else chemical peels except myself, and it's time for some new skin, some fresh skin. I mean, obviously I have good skin, like my skin is fine. I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, but we want the best skin. We want the best, healthiest skin that we can possibly have, so that way we can have an undeniable glow, and that inner glow shows externally. So first I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna double cleanse my skin with the Circadia Micro Exfoliating Honey Cleanser. Now they do have their own protocol that we follow, but I am very comfortable with the brand and I don't mind utilizing that cleanser. And in all honesty, the rest of my cleansers also have active ingredients. So I don't have the lipid replacing gel cleanser right now. And the gentle cleanser that I've been using to try out is by Is Clinical. It is the cleansing complex. This one. This is the one that I've been using. So I don't really want to mix brands. I don't really want to mix brands and formulas when I'm doing this extreme of a chemical peel, because I am going to do the Mandela Clear, which has mandelic acid, lactic acid if I'm not mistaken. It does have salicylic acid in there and resorcinol. So I don't really want to mix brands when I'm dealing with that strong of a chemical peel. I am going to go in with the Vitamin A Accelerator. This is in their protocol. So I just recommend that if you're new to the brand or if you're new to their chemical peels, that you just follow the protocol. Like I said, I've been using this brand since I was in school, so I feel comfortable doing this. I have also done this before already. So yeah, we're just going to get right into it. I already washed my hands. So now I'm going to go in, like I said, with the Micro Exfoliating Honey Cleanser. So typically, whenever I do this chemical peel, I like to do it as a package. So I typically have clients do a package of 3 chemical peels, a 3 chemical peel package, and I start them off with just the lactic, just to introduce chemical peels. And then we go into the brightening with lactic acid facial, chemical peel facial treatment. Or if they have acneic skin, then I'll go in with the alpha beta chemical peel for their second peel. And then their third peel, if they have hyperpigmentation or if it's necessary, I'll go in with the Mandalay Clear. I do not give this chemical peel out on the first time, for the first time, even if you have gotten chemical peels before, because I don't necessarily know if your skin can handle it. And, you know, I don't want to burn people. And I know people are like, oh, but I want instant results. And I'm going to tell you right now, honey, the actual damage to the skin didn't happen instantly. It happened over time. You just didn't see it until it finally appeared. Because a lot of times it happens first within your body, and then it shows up on your skin over time. So even having acne, it's typically from an internal thing, not necessarily an external thing. So yeah. Now, this cleanser does have little tiny micro beads in it, micro jojoba beads in it. So they're not like overly abrasive. So I'm not causing any damage to my skin prior to the chemical peel with this cleanser. So we got the skin all squeaky clean now. I'm gonna go in and dry my face. Now normally I use the clean towels the Clean XXL towels, or whatever the brand is called. They're just any kind of like, it doesn't even have to be the name brand. It could be an off-brand Amazon brand. I normally use those, but I don't have any right now. So I'm just gonna use this face towel that I have to pat dry my face. Now, the other thing with this chemical peel is it has to be planned out. I ensure that I am with my clients planning this facial out, this chemical peel out, to ensure that they are not having to be just outside if they don't have to be. So maximizing their time at home, because they are going to shed skin like a snake. Now, I do have some people who do not mind being out and about with their skin like that, but it's not just, you know, about the aesthetic of it, like how it looks. It's also just about the skin actually healing and having its time to heal. So that's another thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my ears. I like to clean my ears after my shower every night. I do use Q-tips. I know they say you're not supposed to, but I use Q-tips. I just make sure that I don't go like deep into my ear canal. So I normally clean like the outer ear, like in this area here, and then I'll go in just a tiny bit at that very opening, and that's really it. You have to consider that dead skin will fall in there, and obviously you do have like a buildup of wax and things like that, but you just want to make sure that you're cleaning out your ears. And it is a little yellow, so that means that, you know, yeah, my ears were dirty. But I do this every night. And it still comes out with a little bit of yellow. So if you're not doing it every night, I would definitely advise that you start, because yeah, your ears, the health of your ears matter. You don't want to lose your hearing prematurely because you didn't take care of them. There's also like dirt and debris that gets trapped in there. I don't know if y'all have ever seen, but those videos where people end up with like bugs in their ears, like random roaches and spiders and things like that. That's like one of my fears, for real. I used to have the biggest fear of spiders, y'all. I actually conquered it not too long ago, so I'm super happy about that. Since moving to a new home, I kind of had to learn how to conquer that fear and just like off with their heads. Honestly, and it's not even that I'm afraid of the spider itself. It's really just about the fact that, one, they're like little ninjas. Like, you don't know that they're there until after you get bit. And by the way, I do not have my contacts in, so yes, I'm squinting extra hard right now. So yeah, just get over it. It's so funny, all my friends, they be like, girl, where are your glasses? And I'm like, It took me a while to finally start actually wearing them though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm not wearing them. I don't need them. I don't need glasses. I don't need glasses. I need the glasses. All right, so the next step, I'm going to go in with the Q-tip and petroleum jelly. You can use just a regular store brand petroleum jelly, Aquaphor, Vaseline, whichever one. You just want to make sure that you're putting it in crevices, because you don't want the chemical peel to like seep into those crevices and stuff, because it can like cause a lot of damage. It'll still peel where it needs to peel though. So when I say the crevices, I mean like here, I'm gonna start off with my eye. So like here, that little corner. And the reason why is because you don't want the chemical peel. Like if I was laying down, the chemical peel obviously is a liquid, so it's going to like kind of like, the goal is to kind of like damp the face with it, not necessarily like drench the face in it. Like you shouldn't have a whole lot of like drippage, if that makes sense. But sometimes it happens. So to be on the safe side, you want to coat your inner tear ducts And I may look a little crazy, but you know, it is what it is. I do have my fan, my stand-up fan over here, because I have not found the charger to my neck fan. But I do have a neck fan for my clients or whenever they're getting chemical peels or just like any kind of service that is going to make their skin get hot. I got some more free products from work too that I'm excited to try. So I got the 8 Greens Phyto Mask by Eminence. It's a hot mask, so it's going to be warming. And then I got the Neroli Eye Corrective Eye Serum. It has a retinol alternative. This brand is a farm-to-table brand. So all of the ingredients is from the family's farm. And then they just formulated skincare. And yeah. And then I also have the Is Clinical Hydrocool Serum. I have the full size retail size. I got the sample when it first came out, or when they first started talking about it, promoting it. And I actually liked it. It's it acts as a vehicle for their other serums, so it really helps like their other serums penetrate. Okay, so next we're just gonna do in here, in the little crevice of the nose right there, and there, right there, the very entrance of your nose. Because again, if you're laying down, if I'm laying down, I don't want this to be able to just ease into it. And be generous. Like, you want to be really generous with the petroleum. Don't be like, oh, I got to save a little bit. Baby, use as much petroleum as you feel like. But obviously within reason. But yeah. I like to do the eyebrows. This is not a necessary step, but it's just a step that I like to do because, honestly, I'm not trying to put chemical peel in nobody's eyebrows. And if it starts going into the eyebrows, that could be a problem. Now, obviously, because I'm standing up, giving this to myself, I am not going to use a fan brush to apply it. I'm going to use 4x4s to apply. So, yeah. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. So now I'm gonna use the other side of this to do my lips. Now, the thing with this chemical peel too is after you've completed it, you actually come out looking like a glazed donut. Like all my clients come out looking like glazed donuts. So yeah. You look beautiful and then your skin like just starts to crack and get wrinkled and starts peeling and shit. And then it's like, oh my gosh. And it's so funny, y'all. So when I was in school, this was actually the very first chemical peel that I ever got. Like, my teacher didn't even, like, ease me into it. She just went straight for the kill and was like, bam, chemical peel. And it was literally during the week of my birthday. So my birthday, I was actually peeling, like, all over. And my extended family was like, he was like, girl, you got that Noxzema on your face? And I was like, first of all, no, it's not even Noxzema. Like, put some respect on it. Noxzema was that girl, though. I ain't gonna knock her. But I was just like, no, this is like professional grade. Okay, so now that I'm all Vaselined up in all of the important areas, the cracks and the crevices, I'm going to put my gloves on because it's time to start the actual peel process. I am a little on the tired side right now because it's nighttime and I've had a full day, but I was like, you know, this is the best time to do this. Because I'm gonna probably take a little break from working out until after I'm done peeling. And then also I have a photo shoot coming up in May, so it's like, just do it now, and yeah, that way you don't have to worry about anything for your skin, because after that it's just straight maintenance until it's time for me to do another treatment on myself, which won't be for a while. Okay, so now that I have my gloves on, because safety first, the very first pill we're going to go in with is the Mandalay Clear. And by the way, I do not recommend anyone do this by themselves. I feel confident because I have been doing this. I've been licensed for over 5 years, and I've been working with this brand since school. Make that clear. So, if you have your hands on this, don't just be out here all willy-nilly doing stuff and messing yourself up, because you ain't gonna say Nisha told you to do anything. Nisha ain't tell you to do nothing. You made the conscious decision to do that. So I'm gonna take a 4x4 and I'm gonna fold it. And the cool thing about this is I can actually just use the same one to like go over it. So yeah. So I have my headband on. We're ready to go. And for the kill, y'all. All right. Oh, I can't really see anything. Oh gosh, that burns with my eyes open. But I need to be able to see. Obviously, you want to go all in there and also get your nose. Okay. All right, so that's one pass. You can go up to 3 passes with this. We'll see. So you can do 3 passes. You're supposed to do 3 passes with the Mandalay Clear. Well, not you're supposed to. You can go up to 3 passes with the Mandalay Clear, and then follow up with 3 passes of the Vitamin A Accelerator. Now, if you can't get to the 3rd pass, that's okay. Take your time. Let the pill do what it needs to do. Like, I already feel it tingling, responding. Like, my skin is already reacting to it. So, it's going to get really hot. And it's going to burn. It's going to be hot. It's going to burn. If you tap out, that is okay. Do not force it. It's not worth it. But anyhow, I'm going to be quiet and close my eyes so that way I'm not getting like fumes and stuff, because I'm in a little bit of pain right now trying to push through that. And I'm going to get in front of my fan. Okay, so that was 1 pass. It's still reacting. It's still responding. My skin is still reacting to the chemical peel. So I'm going to let that continue to sit. It's supposed to be 3 to 5 minutes in between each pass. So I think I'm just going to do 3 minutes because, like I said, I've done this before and I've done a lot of things to my skin already. So I'm actually okay with doing this. Like, again, if you've never done a chemical peel, if you've never used Circadia, take your time. Use their protocol until you get comfortable. Get familiar with the other products as well before you just start with mixology, because you can mess somebody up with this stuff. Not trying to scare anybody, but just being realistic, because a lot of times people are like, oh, I want the like craziest thing. Like, the best way to describe it is like, we see a pimple and then we want drop a nuclear bomb on it, and it's like, baby, calm down. Let's get to the root of why that pimple even popped up, like, you know, things like that. So I'm gonna go in with my second pass. So the same 4x4, it's still drenched. I don't really know what my results are going to be like because I've never done it with a 4x4 because I haven't done this one on myself, but I've had it done by a friend of mine. Like she applied the chemical peel to my skin for me. This is my first time doing this by myself. Whenever I do it to clients, whenever I apply this on clients, I use a fan brush like we're supposed to, like it says in the protocol. I ain't gonna say like we're supposed to, but like it says in the protocol. But obviously, I can't really trust using a fan brush because I don't want the drip edge and stuff like that. So this is just a safer option for applying it to myself. And maybe for the vitamin A, I'll go in with a fan brush. I don't know, because it's a thicker consistency than the Mandalay Clear. All right, we're almost ready for the third application. It's like getting really active. It's not like super hot. I know when I add the vitamin A, that's going to take it up like 10 notches. Just the Mandalay Clear by itself is still kind of tolerable for me. So yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to soak up what's left in here since this is my third pass. Because it just makes sense. It was only like a little bit, so. The fan definitely helps. My top upper lip is like above my upper lip is like, I ain't gonna lie, on 10 already. The rest of my face is not that bad, but there, that area, it's like, yeah. And it's funny because I was actually gonna give myself a face wax today, so brows, lip, and lip, but I'm happy I didn't because I thought to do this morning. And then I forgot, and I was like, oh, you know, I need to wax my brows and my lip. It's time. And then now coming home, I'm like, oh wait, I did say I was gonna do this finally. So I'm happy I didn't do that, cause yeah. Now obviously, me doing this on someone, it would only take about 30 minutes. But doing it on myself, it's taking me a little bit longer. Because, well, I'm doing it manually by myself, so yeah, that's literally what it is. This is not the kind of peel that you have to like rub in. You literally just, okay, I want to tighten this as tight as possible because I do have a child and I don't have a space, so obviously my things are here. Yes, they are put away, but she's old enough to like get into stuff. Let's be for real. So, with the vitamin A accelerator, I am going to use a fan brush because of the consistency. So yeah, that's the vitamin A. So this is going to take it up like several notches, and actually I may do a little bit more. Okay. This is about to take it like up there. This part, I ain't gonna lie y'all, I'm like, okay, so I got a clean fan brush. This is her. Let's get started. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about this one because I already know how this is gonna go, to the point where I think I'm actually gonna pull out my chair and put it in front of the fan so I can sit down in front of the fan. So 3 passes. This is gonna be pass number 1. See, I can already feel it like trying to drip a little bit. Is it possible to botch a chemical peel? Yes, it is. It looks kind of streakish along the face, like it peels like streakish along the face. Sometimes spotty also. Oh my gosh. Yep, there it is. It's burning. It is burning. I'm already starting to look like a glazed donut if you haven't noticed. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get under my chin, and then I'm gonna sit in front of this fan because I can already feel it. Oh my goodness, this is so hot, y'all. Okay. You're cold. You can get under the blanket. You have on your pajamas. Get under the blanket. Bye. I love you. Good night. A little cameo. She loves trying to get in my shots. But yeah, I already look like a little glazed donut if you haven't noticed. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is burning. I have a high pain tolerance too. I have tattoos. And honestly, it's never been the fact that my tattoos just really hurt. They've just been like kind of annoying, if that makes sense. I felt pain on like a knuckle on my hand tattoo, like the side knuckle, that whatever that little knuckle is right there. That one hurt. That part hurt. And then, oh, you know what? Surprisingly, my thigh tattoo hurt. But he was also heavy-handed, so yeah. And then as far as my back tattoo, it didn't really hurt. It was more so annoying. I think there were maybe like certain parts of my spine that hurted, but not like the whole thing. Like I said, I have a super high pain tolerance, so yeah. We're gonna go in for the second pass. Now obviously, when it comes to the midsection of the face, because I'm doing it by like half and half, I want to make sure that for the midsection I'm going over it so that way it's a blended application, if that makes sense, and I don't end up with like a weird harsh line in the middle. So yeah, that's what that is. Let me go back over. I am hitting my chin area a little more like aggressively, not because I have like more dark spots under there, but because I really want to make sure that I get under there. Hi. So I've been frolicking a lot more lately, and I love that for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like we should be I mean, honestly, I feel like women in general were created to frolic, but you know, we have to work and stuff. So frolic as you can, when you can, as frequently as you can, please. It's good for your nervous system. It's good for your mental health. Like, just being a woman, like taking time out to just be a girl for once, like in the midst of all of the adulting and like raising kids and working 9 to 5s and reaching goals and accomplishments and being wives, like whatever all the extra titles you have, like being a mom, being a sister, being a, you know, an aunt, whatever it is, being a rich auntie even, don't forget to like push everybody away for a good day or two and focus on yourself. Like, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go get your Starbucks or whatever coffee shop, coffee, matcha, tea, all those things. Make sure you have your water on deck, and like just go to all your favorite stores, shop a little bit, buy you some new shoes, yeah, all that. Go frolic. It's so good for us. It's healthy. Get you some sunlight. Go sit at the beach randomly. Like, if you can get to the beach within 30 minutes to an hour, just randomly go to the beach. I used to do it a lot. I'm gonna start back doing it, but yeah. Okay, I'm back. So this is going to be the last pass. This has been fun. I'm not even gonna lie. And oh, baby, the application is beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. And one last time. Now the thing too with chemical peels is, especially this one, it will kind of melt your Vaseline away in a way. I don't really know how to explain it. But it'll do it. I've seen where it like just starts to melt into the eye. It's also your body heat too. And that could be like really what it is, not necessarily the chemical peel itself, but like your body heat. All right, this is it, y'all. There's nothing left in here, as you can see. So that was like the perfect amount. I look like a glazed donut. So most people say, typically estheticians, we recommend that you do your chemical peels in the fall and winter time. And the real reason is because there are two reasons, at least for me. So one, we prefer not to do them in the summertime when it's hot. But two, you're hibernating, you're going to be in your house. Like, this is the perfect time to do all the work to heal your skin. So in a nutshell, like, it just makes more sense to do this in the fall winter time than trying to do it during the spring summertime where you're probably trying to be outside. It just makes more sense. So that's the real reason why we recommend doing it during that time frame, is because of those two reasons. Less sun, and you're gonna be in the house eating soup, minding your business, like not outside entertaining people. And yeah, that's the real reason. And I'm so excited. Like, I really look like a glazed donut. So now for aftercare, what I do, and obviously listen to your esthetician, and if you are the esthetician, read your protocol first, unless you are comfortable. But for me, aftercare is a gentle cleanser, your hydrating toner, a really good heavy moisturizer, and your sunscreen, of course, obviously. A lot of sunscreen, as much as possible. And then if you feel like you absolutely need to, like if for whatever reason a little bit of fear strikes in you, where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about my skin, like it's going crazy right now, or if you feel like it's still burning even after a 24-hour period, I would say go in with Aquaphor. The only other thing that I do recommend is cold water on the skin. It's going to help with the cellular regeneration, so basically the healing part. It's going to help speed that up. So utilizing just a bowl of cold water, you can even put ice cubes in there if you want to. It's completely up to you, and just put your whole face in there. Or if that's too much and you can't handle that much cold water, just splash your face with cold water. Obviously, do not, if you're doing this particular peel, the Mandalay Clear Peel, obviously you have to wait 24 hours before you can actually wet your face. That includes sweating, all those things too. So like I said, my downtime right now, like this is the perfect time for me to do this peel, because my goal this week is not necessarily to, I won't be working out, I'll just be going to work, yeah, and then coming home. The most I'll probably do is like do my nightly walks with my daughter, but it's cool by then. The last thing is when I said that I work with my clients to plan this chemical peel out because of the actual shedding of the skin. So today is Thursday and I've done this peel. I do have a full day of work tomorrow. I have a full day of work Saturday. So because I did it at night, it's going to be 24 hours before it starts to even really just peel. But tomorrow morning I'll be good to wash my face and go on with my normal routine. I shouldn't start to actually peel until about Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday for sure. And then I'm off, you know, for a couple of days. And then I go back to work. So by the time I get back to work, I should be done peeling. I have no shame. I don't care. Like, I know what I'm doing to my skin. So yeah, I don't care about like judging people, being judged by people and things like that. So that's just my point of view. But yeah, so I'm about to clean up, like I said, and I will see y'all on the next one. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, interact, respond, talk to me, so I can know what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Yes, because I'm really trying to just be obedient now.